A very good o'clock to all the students. Here I am Amisha ma'am, your physics teacher. Students, today I am here to start our next topic of chapter number 1, that is turning forces, and the topic to be explained today is equilibrium and principle of moments, that is POM. Before starting those topics, let's do a flashback, or let's talk about the couple which we have discussed earlier previous videos. Okay, so let's talk about it. So to form a couple, the forces should be, what do you think? To form a couple, the forces should be equal in magnitude? Yes, definitely. Parallel and opposite? Yes, true. And separated by distance. How? If you consider that example which we have discussed earlier of a tap, opening a tap. For opening a tap, I am putting one force in this direction and another force in this direction. These two forces must be equal in magnitude. We can't see. If I am opening a tap or a cap of a bottle, what I have to do? One force to be here and other force in this direction. Okay, they both should act in. They both should have equal magnitude. I can't do one I am forcing in a very better manner and other one in a very less way. No, I have to make both the forces in an equal magnitude. First thing is to form a couple, the forces should be equal in magnitude. Second one, parallel and opposite. How? If one is moving here, other is moving here. That means they both are in opposite direction to each other and parallel also. Fine. And they must be separated by some distance, which you could see here. They are separated by some distance here, you could see. Hai na? A couple is therefore a pair of forces, you can say, that causes rotational motion. Obviously, it causes what? Rotational motion of an object pivoted at one end. That object must be pivoted. Pivoted means fixed. Again, I am telling you. Pivoted here, students, means fixed. That must be pivoted or fixed at one end. That is here your tap. Okay. The tap is fixed in mid. Now, let's recall this question again. Two forces each of magnitude 30 Newton acts vertically upwards and downwards. Here we have taken a uniform magnetic rod, and two ends A and B of a uniform rod of length 6 meter, which is pivoted at its midpoint O. Determine the magnitude of the resultant moment of force about the midpoint O. Here we have considered a uniform rod which is of length 6 meters, and on it two forces are acting which are of 30 newtons in magnitude. One is vertically upwards and another one is vertically downwards. Okay, fine. Now we have to calculate here the resultant moment of force. Resultant moment of force, moment word stands moment of force, that is couple. Okay, because two forces are acting here and it is fixed or pivoted at its midpoint O. So moment of couple, we know very well the formula is force into distance. That force is what? We are taking either of the forces, magnitude of either of one of the forces. Okay, and distance is perpendicular between that forces. Now we have taken force 30 Newton, 1, okay fine, and distance is 6. That is answer would be 180 Newton meter. Okay. And now in which direction it could be? 180 Newton meter in clockwise or in anti-clockwise? So you could see here, first force, it is acting vertically upwards. Upward means it will rotate in this way. Students, it will rotate in this manner. In this manner, that means it must be rotated in clockwise. This you should remember. Okay. Second one is, if the forces acting on a couple are in the same direction, that is they are not in opposite direction, then how could you say? If the force that is acting on couple are in same direction, if the forces are acting in same direction, like if I am considering this as an object and here also I am applying the force and here also, or here also I am applying force, here also, what it will happen? It will do a translational motion. It will slide up or down. It will not rotate. That means the couple is not possible here. For the couple, just remember the forces must be equal in magnitude. First condition, it must be parallel and opposite, and third one is separated by some distance. See, whenever it comes in a question about the moment of force or couple, you must, if you do not know the definition of it, just think an example of opening a water bottle or tap. You will write it in your own words when you will recall it. Hai na? Now let's move towards the topic, that is equilibrium. So students, with this word equilibrium, what comes in our mind? Just think. The thing that comes in our mind is stability. or something which is stable. Okay, like you can say any object which tries to attain stability. That is, if an object is at rest, it should be in rest at in its stability, है ना? Or if an object is in motion, it should attain its stability by in motion only. Then that thing is known as or is considered to be in equilibrium. Fine. Like here you could consider the case 1. Case 1 I am talking here, where I have taken a table on which I have kept a box and I am applying 10 Newton of force from this side, from the left, and 20 Newton from this side. Okay. Now what will happen, students? In which direction the box will move? For that we have to measure out the resultant force. Resultant force, how we are calculating?